very early in the game, especially if it gets scouted himself.
Yeah. Bradadiah is one-upping him by putting 3 in each. He also double gassed in his and he put 3 in each.
Well, they both got 3 in each now. That's good, yeah. Both got the Psy-Core about, huh?
Yeah, both their cybernetic scores are just about to finish up. Yeah, I do notice that Tnerb has a additional gateway, so I have to think that he is going for Blink because he's going a lot heavier on the gateways.
Indeed. I may actually be thinking that Bradadiah might be going for like a 1 gate into a Robo and then maybe 2 more gates. I mean, it looks to be that kind of thing.
Very well, could be.
Neither one chronoing the cybernetics core, so they're definitely playing economically so far at this point.
And Tnerb is actually chronoing one of the other stalker out of the second gateway.
Mm-hmm. The mothership core doing some scouting.
We do have a Stargate out from Brad down here.
Where did you put it?
So we're gonna see some Stargate action.
Absolutely. What do you think we're gonna get out of him? Maybe a Void Ray, or you think he's gonna go for Phoenix first?
He could go Phoenix and then start producing Void Rays. It's very well possible. Yeah, the speed
definitely
of the
not an Oracle thing.
Yeah, not in this matchup. And yeah, the Stargate positioning wouldn't be ideal for for Oracle anyway.
Nope. It looks like he's just kind of like patrolling the map with all these stalkers. He just wants to know anything that's going on.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, he's up he's up now 2 stalkers from Brad. Is slightly behind on worker count.
Yeah. But Brad keeps losing a couple workers as he tries to send them out somewhere across the map. He keeps getting them picked off.
Very interesting enough, both players have gone Stargate and gotten the Phoenix.
Oof.
So, yeah.
Brad is Go ahead.
No blink out of either player. In fact, no Twilight Council out of either player either.
Indeed, there's probably not any real reason why they should have went for that heavy a gas play, unless they're going to use that extra gas bank later for just to push out more beefier units.
Very well could.
Tnerb is actually taking his expansion.
As well as going for +1 air.
Okay, so you think he's probably going to lead into Sky Toss then? Well,
very well could.
Unless it's just for the Phoenix. Yeah, he's definitely doing that. He's dropping an extra Stargate. That actual build that I learned about today as I was being coached is, I don't know if it's a thing now in the meta, but Colossus Void Ray. I guess that's something that people do.
That's interesting.
ILG
Brad is going for
the one that showed me that.
Yeah, Brad is going for his for a robotics facility.
Okay.
Yeah. It looks like
he's priming to get the Nexus 2.
Yeah, he's just about he's floating over around 400. No doubt he's going to drop that Nexus in a few seconds.
Absolutely.
Here.
One other thing that could be an option as well is an attack timing with the Phoenix lifting up, say, the heavier units like the Immortal or whatever, so they don't do as much damage. That was done to me, actually, in one of the ASLs. That is an option.
We do have 7 Stalkers coming out, moving across the map for Brad. Looks like he's planning on making some sort of aggressive move right here. Also throwing down a reinforcement proxy pylon here.
Indeed, and we have an Immortal also rallied across the map as well. So I think Tnerb is just trying to buy as much time as he possibly can to do whatever air attack that he is doing.
Right now, the Stalker count is favoring Brad, but Tnerb has more Phoenix at this point in time. So really, it could go in either direction. It all depends on how they use their units.
Absolutely. And the Immortal's making its way across the map slowly but surely. And we have another one also being placed on the way. But just constantly, Tnerb is making Phoenix one at a time, two at a time.
Gets the lift up on that sentry. Yeah, the worker count is actually next to even as we go into this first battle here.
Indeed, and just for a while there, I think Tnerb was. Oh, engagement happened. I think this is gonna. Ooh, never mind.
Tnerb has the air superiority, but yeah, Brad is coming out on top of this. Unless Tnerb can really use his Phoenix efficiently.
He is focusing down that pylon, so he did get that. So no more Phoenixes can be made
until that pylon is built.
Absolutely.
He also did snipe the mothership core.
Well, that's definitely a good thing. So no photon overcharge as of yet. But I think that these Phoenixes are going to be able to hold this. My goodness, damn. That is some epic micro there.
Yeah, but let's see how long. Eventually, those Phoenix are going to run out of energy, and when they do, Brad's going to charge up with reinforcements from that pylon.
Absolutely, but that pylon just got rebuilt. 2 pylons actually got built there, and now Void Razor in the mix.
Tnerb is just about out of energy. He can't keep this up.
No, he can't. But money is also a factor now for Bradda.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
It's just back and forth. Neither player can seem to get the upper hand. You do have a Void Ray out for Tnerb, so he is planning on taking the fight to that pylon.
Absolutely.
More stalkers coming up the ramp from the pylon.
Honestly, I think that Tnerb is going to be just fine here in this engagement at this point.
Yeah, he's doing really good here.
And Bradadiah says GG. Tnerb takes game 1.
Alright, welcome back to ASL Defender round of 32. Where this is game 2 versus we're on Overgrowth. Spawning up in the top right as our pink Protoss, up 1 game from a very, very impressive turtling Protoss play. We have the teamless Tnerb.
And spawning down in the bottom left-hand corner, still sporting the wonderfully, deliciously purple and royal colors, it is the Protoss player from the Art of War, Bradadiah. Up 1 game in here, looking to go ahead and take the second and possibly finish it off the winner of this matchup. And he is once again actually going double gas and putting 3 on 3 on each one right away before his cybernetics core. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't. Do they really go double gas before cyber core? Because that's like what people seem to be doing now.
I guess so. Yeah, I know Tnerb has gone 3 on both assimilators already.
Both of them do. They both did the exact same thing, so I'm guessing that's what people are supposed to do as Protoss. I didn't know that. Usually I thought you drop your core and then you go for your 2 gas or you go for your 1 gas, depending on how economic you want to play, but apparently I am incorrect in that assumption.
Yeah, a little bit of different play out of Tnerb this time around. He went for 1 gateway and straight into Twilight Council. Yeah.
So DTs are definitely going to be an option here.
Yeah,
which would be why he's putting everything behind his mineral line.
Mm-hmm.
If he's doing that. Like further away, hidden. Now I don't know if you do make a Dark Shrine and the pylon goes away and it's no longer active, can you still make Dark Templar?
You can still make Dark Templar even if you can still make units, even if the tech structure is deactivated.
Okay. As long as, of course, you have the gateways to provide. See? Dark Templar.
Right into it. 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
5 minute DTs. Well, 5 minute D and Dark Shrine. So
That would be why he took the double gas right away before his core.
yeah.
But why he's dropping the Robo, I don't get.
I might be able to clarify. I honestly think I can see a DT drop in the very near future.
Ah, right. Yeah,
It
that
is
makes
very
sense to
possible.
get the Warp Prism.
In
Indeed.
fact, Brad is also going for a robotics facility, yet he is without. He's also just gone for one gateway in the Cybercorp, but no other tech structures besides that in the Robo facility.
Well, if he gets the Observer out first, the whole DT thing is going to no longer be even a factor. Downside is that he doesn't have his natural down.
That is true.
Let's see. Go ahead and look at the work. Go ahead.
Yeah, Tnerb is chrono boosting out an observer, no doubt checking for enemy DTs and so on.
Absolutely. Worker supply actually, Bradadiah is about 10 ahead though.
Yes. However, Tnerb does have his first Dark Templar out.
And Bradadiah also is getting his Observer out, so if it's not all the way across the map when this thing hits, he'll be okay.
Well, it's just about to. The Observer's just about to pop in. This Dark Templar is already racking in kills. 4 kills so far. Yeah, 5 before he gets spotted. Let's see what he can do with this. Just gonna run it back.
Maybe I'll try to get a pylon or something. Looks like he's just trying to keep it ahead of the army.
Yeah, and no doubt he's probably just scouting around. Another observer coming out for Brad. Does finally snipe that DT, so.
Yes, he does.
So he knows about the DT, so no doubt Tnerb is going to transition into something else.
Yep. And he'll probably go ahead and drop a forge and a cannon in each base at least, so that DTs are completely nullified.
Still no. Yeah. There's still no forge out for Brad, but he is going robotics bay. So he's looks like he's tacking up to Colossus.
So your prediction would be right then if that's what he does decide to do, which of course no one makes the robotics facility bay without doing that. You know, I always get those two confused, robotics bay, robotics facility, because you think the thing that holds the units would be the bay, and the thing that actually like is a facility that researches things and does things should be the facility.
Yeah, little mixed up right there. You got one, you know, Tnerb is still going on with this Dark Templar harassment. He has one Dark Templar going into the natural, no doubt to distract the army. Sniped 3 workers right off the bat.
And then he drops the DT and starts killing the pylon over here.
Brad is going straight for thermal lance, so he wants that Colossus range pretty quick and pretty early on.
Absolutely. See, if it were me, I would at least have dropped one forge and at least put a cannon there, so it wouldn't be a factor.
Tnerb is still going on with this DT harassment. He's just poking at his opponent as much as he possibly can.
Well, he should make his other observer. Yeah, there you go. He has it rallied into the mineral line. That's going to negate anything pretty much altogether.
Got the second DT dropped in right on top of the robotics facility and trying to snipe it.
What's the range on the pickup currently for the warp prism?
I'm not too sure, honestly. I know it's getting extended here pretty soon with Legacy.
Yeah, that's going to be so awesome.
Looks like Tnerb has also decided to go Colossus.
Indeed. I think he was just checking for the gold base to see if that was taken.
A good transition out of the Dark Templar harassment, and still going on with it. Going straight
Now,
to the Colossus.
and as far as upgrades are concerned, though, we actually do not have. Well, the extended thermal lance is still on the way for Tnerb, but it's already complete for Bradadiah, so he does have that 10-second advantage left on that.
That is true. Both players are researching round 1, so Brad does have it. Did get it started a little bit sooner, so he's going to have it just that much sooner than Tnerb, so he has that small window of advantage.
Absolutely. One thing I don't see enough of here is he only has 3 gates with 2 bases. Bradadiah should actually consider taking his 3rd very soon.
Yeah, we got another robotics facility, as well as 5 more gateways coming down for Tnerb.
See, this is what I'm talking about. I actually just recently got told this today, and you know, I never even thought about, you know, the amount of gateways that you need per base until recently. And it really does help. It really is a thing. Like, I guess the minimum for every base is 3, but typically you're supposed to have 4 per base.
5 being a maximum.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, I think it's either 4 or 5 gateways, or 3 or 4 gates and 1 production, something like that, something to that effect.
Sounds like a good equation enough.
Because I know you can't support anything more than like 3 and 1 production because it's so gas heavy. 3 or 4, 3 and 4 and 1.
Unless
like
you just pump out a bunch of zealots.
Yeah, you can do that. Save up the gas, I suppose.
Yeah. And
but
zealots on their own with charge lots on their own in mass, it can be quite devastating as well.
Absolutely.
Unless your opponent's gone straight air.
So do you have any predictions as far as who's going to win this game at this point?
Right now, I can't be for sure. Let's take a look at the armies right now. We got Tnerb has 5 Colossus out, and they do have a thermal lance on them, so they do have the extended range. But there's not much buffer with this amount of Colossus, so so that puts him down just a tiny bit. Meanwhile, Brad, while he's down 2 Colossus, he does have a larger buffer for those Colossus, so they can be a lot more devastating.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, based just on the army, Brad has the advantage. And right now, if looking at the upgrades, they're all the exact same, except Brad has Blink versus Tnerb with Charge. So if we look at if we compare the Zealot count, Tnerb actually has six more Zealots than Brad, so that charge could come in handy.
Make that 2 more Zealots than Brad, as he just had a warp in of Zealots.
Well, 1 more. Yeah. Right now, Tnerb has gotten more Colossus out, so he's only down 2 Colossus. So
Indeed.
Both players are going to be building up a little bit more army. But it looks like they're going relatively the same thing.
And the one thing that I do see that is going to be a huge factor is that Bradadiah does not have. Let me go just before I open my mouth here. Yeah, I don't think Bradadiah does not have a single sentry at all.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a thing. But he has High Templar though. Well, they both do.
I did see that there were some Archons in production, so I see 1 Archon right there.
Okay.
Both players are just about to finish up with +2, and Brad is just about to finish getting charge. We do have a warp in down here for Tnerb. He's just going to try to snipe out some of this production. This robotics facility is going to go down.
Indeed.
Does deny the Colossus. That was just about to finish. Yeah, more Zealots coming in. Oh,
Not anymore.
Brad got the snipe off and just saved himself.
And
There are still 3 DTs in chasing this army, and they're still going to cause a little bit of havoc.
Indeed. I was going to say that Bradadiah was superior as far as the worker count, but not anymore.
I didn't even notice this. There's 2 DTs. Well, correction, used to be 2 DTs hacking away at this Brad's army here. So, yeah. So his buffer is even less now.
And he's being killed by a DT, and he couldn't see it, I suppose.
Yeah.
That definitely sets him so far back in the army count because he lost everything, including all the worker lead that he had. Because he actually had at one point a 30 worker lead, and now he's down by 10.
Yes, that is true. Right now, it looks like the army is heavily favoring Tnerb at this point. He has the superior Colossus count by 1. I mean, sure, it's not much, but yeah, but he does have more buffer than his opponent. And when it comes to Colossus, it's all about the buffer. You can have 20 Colossus. If you don't have a buffer, you're not going to last. I'd much rather have 5 Colossus and a buffer than 10 Colossus with little to no buffer.
Exactly. Absolutely. And Tnerb going back and forth, dropping pylons in key spots so he can watch for any bases being taken, etc., as well as warping into Archon.
It looks like Tnerb is just about ready to move to swing out here. Yeah, he's gathering his forces in the center of the map here, and he does have now 3 more Colossus than his opponent. With a superior buffer, it's heavily favoring Tnerb at this point.
Absolutely. And it looks like there's going to be probably another DT warp in right here.
I may have spoke too soon, honestly. Brad, I just got to look at Brad's forces. He has 6 Archons in his buffer. So, and is warping in more. So, the Archon count is actually superior for Brad. It looks like we're going to be getting into an engagement right here.
And yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, the superior Archon count actually helped balance out the buffer and shifted the balance of the battle into Brad's favor. So he has the advantage right here. He's just completely annihilating Tnerb's forces.
And once again, I told you that warping was definitely going to be a factor, and it just happened.
Yeah. 5 Zealots, and they're just completely tearing away at this 3rd base.
And we have another 3 DTs going in. 1 DT going to the main, it looks like.
At least 2 guys doing. Like, might pass down those rocks. Might be waiting for a sec. Might be waiting to launch an attack at the other bases.
Once he sees the whole army go back. There should be a warp in here pretty soon of something.
Yeah. Right now, Tnerb actually has the economic advantage. Right now, he has a whole another mining base.
He didn't see that other one, and there's no cannon back at that base. Is he gonna let it die?
He might just let it die. He just pulled his forces back. Do down a cannon, but now you got more zealots coming in. Looks like Brad's gonna push right into Tnerb's forces right here. He's been rebuilding. He has a handful of Colossus, but there's still not that big of a buffer in comparison to Brad here.
Absolutely.
He still has. He has 2 more Archons.
And there's just another huge warp in of Zealots on top of everything else, and the rest of his army is now going to meet him in the middle, leaving alone all these extra Zealots that just warped in.
Yeah.
But the Photon Overcharge is going to last pretty good.
Yeah, Tnerb is going to get cleaned up right around here. No doubt very soon.
Immediately going after the Colossus.
Yeah. Yeah, this superior Colossus count is just raining havoc on Tnerb here.
Absolutely, and there's actually nothing back at home though to defend against another Zealot warp in.
Yeah, the reinforcements coming in, gonna snipe off some these undefended Colossus here. Gets 3 of them and one of the Archons. He's down to just 3 Colossus. There's absolutely no buffer with this army. So, no doubt these Colossus will go down.
Indeed. But the third did go down.
Yeah, these Colossus are gonna go down. He's done. Yeah. And there's the factor on the buffer. Yeah, while Tnerb had was picking down Brad's Colossus count, Brad had a buffer, so he could easily kill off all the Colossus in Tnerb's army, leaving him down to just the 1.
Mm-hmm.
Devastating damage from that very aggressive Protoss attack from Brad. So he killed off a good number of workers, but setting Tnerb back down to 48 workers, and killed off his third Nexus.
But not as nearly devastating as it was to Bradadiah for all those Zealots taking out that third, because he now has to do long-distance mining just to get another base.
Yeah.
Whereas Tnerb is actually still technically mining off of 2 bases.
Yeah, and the third is going to eventually get rebuilt, and that'll put him up to another full mining base. Yeah, Brad's going to pull back to defend these defend the long distance mining probes. Yeah. Yep. This has been a back and forth battle all game.
Absolutely, yes, it has. We have another warp-in about to take place here.
This is going to get spotted though. He's just flying right over that army, not caring.
And I think it's going to be DTs.
Nope, it's going to be rejected.
I bet you he's going to swing back around and come up over here though.
Yeah, most likely he will. And Tnerb is getting his forces back up. He has 4 Colossus and 3 Archons, as well as a little bit of a Zealot part. So, yeah, Tnerb really pulled ahead with that economic damage he dealt.
Yes, and as you can see, he's in the income tab. He's at least 900 per minute over Bradadiah.
Brad's pulling back. He's gonna lose this base. Yeah, forced to cancel.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think just that damage alone, because of that Zealot warp-in, is going to be enough just to actually set Bradadiah back to the point that he might actually lose this game now.
That is very true. He has no more minerals, but he has a very large supply of Vespene, but no minerals to use it.
And there's the GG.
He is going to tap out. A very